Hey, what's up, guys? This is Oakley HiDef, and this is the Halo Forge Epidemic. I'm here with D-Rock.
Hey, what's up, guys? This is Battleship Blockade, made by Oakley HiDef.
Yeah, so this was actually a map I made a while ago. Kind of when I did the Forge tutorials, the tips and tricks on battleships, I decided to make a mini game out of it. But just we had to find a way to make the Falcons, so there were enough of them. So we finally got that fixed, modding a little bit. But now that we have tons of Falcons, the gameplay is awesome. So a tradition on this map is I always kind of lead people through the canyon here for a Flight of the Valkyries attack. And I think if you remember this, I think you were on my team. We started going dun 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 dun
Yeah,
dun 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 dun, dun. And
that was a great.
yeah, it's pretty epic. So you come roaring out of the canyon, and the main idea is you go in the Falcons, and you're supposed to fly to attack this sort of armada of battleships. And the game type uses an insane game type where you have to go. It's stockpile, so you go pick up the flags that are kind of floating next to the battleships. Then you take them back to the canyon, and it's pretty intense gameplay because there's tons of rocket hogs and a tank and all that stuff. D-Rock, you want to talk about the point system, I guess?
Yeah, there are different types of flags that give you different types of points. I mean, there are ones that are on like in front of the first ships. Twos in the middle, so you get 2 points if you return them to the spawn zone, and three big meaty flag right next to the tank. Good luck getting that one.
Yeah, so that's always pretty hard to get because the tank, he just wrecks. Like from a distance, you can kind of dodge if you're unpredictable. When you get close, he can just tear you apart. And here's the attack from the Falcons. Usually, there's actually some tactics with this, based off where you want to attack. Do you attack one by one or in a group? Do you swarm? All that stuff. And yeah, usually there's supposed to be an attacking and defending team. But with stockpile, both teams can score. So if you manage to actually hijack a Falcon somehow, you can't actually start scoring. So what you're going to do is you're going to take the flag from the battleships and bring it back to the canyon where there's a scoring place. But if you're in the battleships here, your scoring area is really, really small. It's going to be almost impossible to score.
Right. It's really hard to like survive when it's just one person going across all the battleships. Like, say one Falcon decides, oh, I want to run across and try to get the number 3 flag for my team. It's not going to work so well. It'd be better to go with like 3 other Falcons.
Yeah,
you know,
so
get some,
yeah, that's probably a good tactic, like swarming. What you can
right.
also do is like if you get enough speed, so you start far away and you kind of curve in and get a lot of speed, you're hard to track. Not only with the rockets but also the tank. So speed is also kind of an element that'll help you.
Right. You just get the gravity of the game down, curving around the corners and such.
Yeah, some
I'm pretty
people.
sure there's a clip in the future of the video of someone doing that, just curving around everything. I'm not sure if he accomplishes anything, but he shows how to do it like a boss.
Yeah, like a boss, dude. It's insane. When everyone shoots at the same guy, you get like 50 rockets trailing them. It's so epic to see that. And they'll actually follow you like for a pretty long time. You'll think you make it back to the safe zone, and then like 50 rockets whiz past you, and then they blow you up. So it's not over till it's over. Those rockets will follow you.
They got a grudge. They'll come after you.
And some cool shit that you can do is like if the rockets are coming after you, you can do like they always do in the movies, where you charge at another ship or a big wall, and then suddenly you pull off to the left, right, and the rockets can't adjust in time, and they'll go explode against whatever that is. So you can actually pull off some pretty sick, kind of Hollywood-esque types of moments in this. It's pretty cool. And yeah,
Yeah.
here's a guy trying to make an escape, but the rockets are all following him.
Got some speed on 'em, if you notice. They just, they zing past you and then they turn around and come for your face.
And yeah, here's a point of view from the turrets. So you can see you have to lock on, and it's not that easy actually when the Falcons are getting enough speed. But once you have a guy like that and he's just flying up slowly, you're pretty much guaranteed the kill. But guys like that who come down and they hide behind part of the battleship, they're a little harder to hit. So you actually have to try and evade and be smart about how you come in for the attack.
There's some challenge in this, but I mean, as soon as you start playing a bit, you'll get it down. Play it with your friends, get some kids into it.
I think
Get some.
in one of the games, I'm not sure if it's in this one, but we actually came out like the score was like 48 to 49. It can get actually kind of intense when people know what
Yeah.
they're doing. That guy right there was in the turret. I mean, you can get. Oh, he has 2 turret guys. You can get in the turrets. You're not going to do much damage, but the point of view from being in the turret and like gunning down people was actually really, really epic. And you might as well. Why not?
Right. Oh, geez. No, I remember this clip. there's so much action in this game that can be happening at once. These people, like, look at this, they're like going into a formation, going all at once, and it just looks like here comes the cavalry, save the day, take all the flags, and you know.
This was actually a new strategy we tried to pioneer. Usually we rush through the cave. This time we decided to all go to the top of Forge World, thinking that they couldn't hit us, and then we would all drop down. And at this point, I'm going to give a shout out to the Worldwide Offensive Logistics Force. Apparently, they were in this game. They wanted me to give them a shout out. They were the ones who sort of led the charge for this attack. As you can see here, it's kind of a disaster. It didn't really work. Like, we avoided the shots, you know, coming forward, but once we got in close, we had to drop, and coming down, you go really slow. So it was easy pickings.
Yeah, that sounds like a problem. Ooh, that was a miss. Oh, is that one, oh, no. I thought that was you for a moment.
Yeah, you gotta try and aim and hit the flags, because there isn't a radius around them. You gotta get relatively close. And something you'll see is actually, if when you're flying, you fly over land, the flags will drop on the ground, so you can come and pick up the old flags. And that's something you can try and do as a defender, is kind of let them get over land, shoot them down, and then watch as the rest of their team, you know, tries to come in and pick up the flags. And at that point, you have like an area where you can just keep bombing.
Right.
Like that.
It's really, you know, he's doing a good job of grabbing the flags. Like, a lot of the people really can't do that. They'll try to grab them and then miss and hit a wall, and you know, as soon as you miss, you're done. Everybody's gonna shoot you.
Yeah.
Sitting duck.
This is actually the guy who has so many rockets coming behind him, and he almost gets by, boom, explodes and goes like flying. So that's when you want to call out to your team to come pick up your flag or whatever. And you actually, in that previous clip, you saw me in the turret. You spawn in front of each of the warthogs and in front of the tank, but you know, sometimes you might lose your vehicle due to some sort of explosion, whatever. So there's a teleporter system that links between the ships. If that doesn't work, you can go ahead and grab a turret and try and defend that way.
Oh, this guy had a great strategy. I don't know who this is.
Oh, this was me and another one of the guys in the game. We decided to assault the tank, because the tank is a real problem, so what you can do is try and take him out.
Right. Now I haven't seen anyone take out the tank in gameplay. I wish I was in this game to see this.
It was pretty epic. So you come and fly down, and then the tank doesn't really know what to do because he's got a falcon on his face, so he can't really see. You come on, board him, blow him up, you got a killjoy off of it, and at this point my partner in crime, he's coming over, he's gonna pick me up, so this is like straight out of like a Rambo movie, where he comes on, destroys the entire ship, and then he gets evac'd like right in front of the ship, which was really epic. So here we go, we're back on board, you know, and then we just head out with the flag, tanks down, and we're going to go ahead and score. So this was actually a really epic run.
Epic flag, save the day, kill the tank. Wow. It's just,
yeah,
it's so perfect.
This was like an awesome run, and then we come back here. So we score the flag, he takes me back, I drop out, and then we're back for another round of, you know, attacking the flag. So this was actually the best run I've ever seen in a game. This was very well pulled off. I can't remember if this was one of the guys from the Worldwide Offensive Logistics Force, but that seems like the kind of name that a group would have that can execute this kind of tactic. So yeah.
Well, glad. Great people with skill in the game. Makes for a great show.
And this is kind of like the stealing your flags where you come and attack it in mongoose, but I find this is much more fun just because you have so many more rockets. There's that whole theme of the battleships. Falcons are super fun to pilot. There's a little more strategy in terms of, you know, you can fly way up high, you can take the cave, you can do whatever you want. So it's a really super fun game type. I recommend with 16 players just so you fill up all the tanks and all the Falcons. So yeah, thanks guys. This has been Oakley HiDef with D-Rock, and we are signing out. See you guys next time.
Later.